So hello and welcome back yet again to our World of Warcraft Tiny Town, where, if you remember, we kind of left off with everything going terribly. I had a nice long talk with the person who actually created Deedric, who thinks that this is all honestly kind of funny and very fitting with Deedric's backstory, which I will probably insert right about here. The story of Deedric Connolly. Deedric was born an indeterminate amount of time ago, back in Gilneas, and his life was unlucky almost from the start. Deedric was born the son of commoners who were traveling in a caravan that was caught and slaughtered by the Forsaken when he was very young. Rumors are that he lived as a street rat in the city of Gilneas and was adopted by a soldier who was in service of King Greymane. The soldier recognized that Deedric was a very bright student and made sure that he studied with the finest tutors that there were. But Dee always had a thirst for a little bit more. When he was 10, he was discovered by a talented mage, and it was found out that Dee had quite the talent for magic. He was supposed to be apprenticed to this mage once he came of age, but unfortunately, the mage got killed during the onslaught of the Worgen plague. During that time, Deedric was also afflicted by the curse of the Worgen and evacuated with the Night Elves to Darnassus. He was still young, but he was pretty good with the magic and began studying with the Kirin Tor. It turns out he was a very gifted scholar, and he was quite good at arcane magic. In reward for his diligence with his studies, he became an apprentice battle mage of the Kirin Tor. His first taste of combat was against the Legion, but, true to his bad luck, his master fell in battle and Dee was once again on his own. He left the Kirin Tor after his master's death with a hunger to study the things that he had learned while fighting the Legion. Striking out on his own, he became the apprentice to a mage that he met during this time in the Broken Shores, who promised to take his powers to new levels. He's once again served the Alliance during the war against the Horde, using all sorts of fantastic new spells. Rumors are that Deedric's new master again died under mysterious circumstances, and now he's on his own. Nobody's really sure what he's up to now. In Morgan form, Deedric is nothing like his human self. He is a large, hulking beast that inspires fear in those unlucky enough to see it. His size, strength, and fighting skill is magnified by an unknown energy, and he's been known to lose himself in his werewolf form, hunting for days on end until his hunger is finally satisfied. So, as you can see, Dee had quite the life, and honestly, the fact that he is dealing with a lot of anti-werewolf prejudice is not all that surprising. Alright, we have made a delicious bottle of strawberry wine. I'm assuming that that is now in our... Yes, it is. It is in our inventory. We also do need to go into build by because we can get rid of this pea bush, which I think is a very good thing. Can't quite get rid of anything else yet, but I think we could probably put a little bit of furniture into our house here and maybe even save up. I'm kind of thinking that what I would like to do with this house is get enough money to get the structure up. We can worry about decorating after everything, but I would like to get the structure, including our secret basement, in fairly soon, hopefully this episode. So fingers crossed that this week we don't have quite the issue that we did last week. So I'm going to put Dee off and let him do his thing, let him get some sleep, and we will check everything out in the morning. We have made it to the next day. Deedric, why don't you go take a feral poo and then try out some of this werewolf hunting abilities if we have enough time before work. I mean, we've got 2 hours here. We took the hunting ability, so we're going to go ahead and hunt for food. Now, I did, again, speak with the player who created Deedric, and they agreed that Dee would probably be a hunter. Deedric has returned with some fresh meat that he found. And now he's off to work. So we'll check in with him when he gets home. Hopefully he has a good day. Alright, Dee has made it home. He got another 203 simoleons today. Let's check on his needs here. He is actually looking pretty darn good. So we're going to go ahead and harvest all the prairie grass. Just see if we get anything cool. And then probably go ahead and weed. Maybe spray for bugs. Harvest all of our strawberries. And then probably make a little bit more wine. I'm hoping to start a yard sale probably tomorrow morning. Alright, so Deedric has got his garden fixed up, and he actually found some good stuff in the grass, so we're gonna go ahead and clear the table. Then we're gonna check out the inventory here and put all of our wine and everything else that we have gotten into this table and start up a yard sale. I think we've gotten enough good things here. Can we put no, we can't sell the manure that way, but that's all right. We can sell all these frogs, and hopefully we can make a decent amount of money. So Deedric, let's go ahead and stock that table and tend the table and go ahead and start that yard sale. And also maybe mark up those prices. We're already at 200%, so that's pretty good. We'll take the speed down a little bit, and we are going to give a sales pitch to a couple of these people. They don't like us, that's okay. We don't like them either. Deedric has quite a bit of charisma and charm, even if the people around Tiny Town seem to have an unreasonable prejudice against werewolves. It's alright, we made 175 or 65 simoleons. I am very pleased with that. Yeah, now let's give a sales pitch to this guy again, just in case. And check out this lady here, Anaya Gupta. We are going to give you a sales pitch. I think you should definitely buy all of our items. We'll keep an eye on our rage here. Just kind of make sure everything is going well. But we're already back up to 500 simoleons, which I think is pretty dang good. And charisma level 6, which is the power of a micro home. Oh, I think that's the principal of the local school. Dee's like, come on here. Everybody, come one, come all. Buy my bottles of wine. They are delicious and wonderful, and do not come in my house, Lilith Vitor. Deedric, stop sniffing people. That's just weird. You know what? I think we're just going to keep on giving sales pitches to people, and then maybe we'll intimidate a few. It's another very good way to make money, which was also completely sanctioned by the person who created Deedric. And we are charisma level 7. We can now ask people for a small loan. The yard sale's going pretty good, though. We are up over 1,000 simoleons. I'm very impressed with that. And this lady actually seems to like us. That's interesting. Maybe we'll actually be able to mend fences with Beryl. It looks like Deedric just befriended a pessimistic sim. Pessimists have a very glass-half-empty view on life. They never fail to see the negative side of things and might often feel sad, but sometimes their perspective helps keep it real. Does he like pessimistic sims? Probably, considering I think Beryl is gloomy. That kind of makes sense. Thank you, everybody. We are going to clear the table. Thank you for coming to the sale. I really appreciate it, but now it is time to go and take a feral poo. Grab a really quick wild shower. Deedric, you shouldn't walk through walls. That's just a little bit odd. And we will start all this over in the morning. Alright, another beautiful day. Dee would like to plant something. I'm not sure if we're going to plant anything, but we are going to take care of all of our plants. You know, we're going to weed them. We're going to make sure that they're all watered. Yep, everything looks pretty good with all that. And it looks like we have harvested all the prairie grass that we possibly can. So we're just going to concentrate on leveling up our nectar making skill, which I think is going pretty good here. We are at almost level 3, which I'm pretty impressed with. So let's go ahead and make some more strawberry nectar. And we're just going to keep that up until Dee either goes on a rampage or needs to go hunting. Dee has hit level 3 of nectar making. He can now make prairie grass and trash nectar. That's pretty good considering we have so many piles of prairie grass. I think that might be our next nectar that we craft. Let's see here. We got another bottle of strawberry nectar, which is looking pretty darn good, I think. Let's see. Oh, it's an excellent quality strawberry nectar. Let's clean up the nectar maker really quick, and then we are going to try to make a little bit of this prairie grass nectar. I think we're also going to really quick go into build mode, because I think we're going to get a nectar rack, because if we age our nectar, we can sell it for even more. There it is, a nice nectar rack. It's really expensive, but I think it's going to be worth it. Don't really have a purple, unfortunately, which is Dee's signature color. Don't worry, we will end up getting more purple as the build progresses, but right now, not really anything that we can do. Alright, we're going to store all non-finely aged nectar in here. We'll sell some of the other nectar as time goes on, and we will also check out the inventory here and put a few things back in. After we put away our nectar and everything, I'm going to send him out hunting, and then we will probably head over to Henford-on-Bagley and see if we can't maybe sell a few more things. Alright, Dee has gone out hunting. He's wolfing down yet another raw meat meal here in the beautiful Henford-on-Bagley, where, you know what, we're gonna go and try and sell some things over here. Let's do a little bit of haggling. He's feeling a little energized. He loves the outdoors. He's gained another skill. You know, he's feeling pretty good. He also has this really weird must be clean. If his hygiene gets low, he's going to do some more infuriating and potentially rampaging. So we'll have to keep an eye on that. Alright, Agnes. She says you drive a hard bargain. I'll give you 25% off anything on the table. Actually, I would rather sell things for a 10% bump in profit, thank you. That's going to give us quite the bump in money, which I think is pretty dang good. Alright, and maybe we'll look around and see if there's anybody that we can intimidate. That could be a lot of fun. Do we know her? Oh, we do, and she already doesn't like us, so you know what? Let's go over here and maybe see if we can't intimidate Cecilia Kang a little bit. Dee's feeling pretty dang confident. He's like, look at me, I'm a werewolf, and I'm mean. And that was another 300 simoleons. That is pretty darn impressive. You know what? Let's intimidate a few more people. I feel like Dee just embracing his villain arc for a little while is exactly the move that we need. Ah, there we go. Another 300 simoleons by intimidating the pizza delivery guy. This might be the best way to make money ever. My Prescott, who came to our yard sale yesterday, thinks that Camden Mintzales is cute. Yeah, go for it. Ask him out. Sounds absolutely fine to me. So we're going to take Dee home, work on our winemaking a little bit more, and just kind of go with the flow. Alright, well, Dee accidentally broke his sink, and he's feeling a little bad about that. But he did make a little bit more nectar, and it looks like this has been a fairly successful day. We're gonna keep on trying to make a little bit more money before we do anything with the house, but I think things are going on a more even keel this week than they were last week. Alright, well, Dee's feeling pretty good, and he's not completely exhausted yet, so let's go ahead, stock our table, and see if we can't maybe sell a few more items today. We've got a few things left. We're going to hold off on the wine for right now, and let's go ahead and tend that table and start another quick yard sale. And it looks like our first customer is approaching. Alright. I don't think we know this guy. That's pretty good. Let's give this guy a sales pitch here, which should hopefully get our social a little bit better. Oh, what's the matter, Marcus? You look a little bit sad. You know, we'll give you a sales pitch. Jamie Coles will give you a sales pitch. Oh, these people don't like Dee already. I'm telling you. Werewolves, the Worgen, just cannot catch a break. Just keep on giving those sales pitches, making a little bit of simoleons. Michael, I'm sure that you would like to buy something from me. Keeping an eye on the Fury effects. Maybe give another sales pitch to Dominic. Let's make sure that our table is nice and fully stocked. Got a few people leaving, but we have pretty much sold out on... Our table has run out of stuff. Alright, we're just going to end this yard sale. And... well, Dee is still feeling pretty good. I'm going to take him around town and see if we can't find some more collectibles. Alright, Dee made it through another night without transforming, and I decided to let him just chat with Beryl on the phone a little bit. I feel like long distance might be the best way for them to connect, at least for now. Let's see if that actually helped any. It actually did. Her hatred of him went down a little bit. So that's actually pretty good. I'm going to have to keep that in mind until maybe they can be a little bit closer. But Dee's going to head off to work, and then after work we're going to take care of the garden, harvest all of our prairie grass, and probably have another yard sale. If anything exciting happens in any of that, I will let you know. One good thing happened. Dee has been promoted to beat reporter. Look at him go. He has just made everything all better by getting a little bit more simoleons per hour. So now it's time to just kind of take care of needs. It looks like we are going to be rampaging very soon. But before we rampage, let's maybe see if we can't harvest our strawberries, get a little bit of weeding done, maybe even spray for bugs before the rampage starts. And what we knew was going to happen is happening. It looks like Deedric is wolfing out yet again. And, yeah, I'm gonna just sort of have him ferociously run around and scavenge the ground until this is all over. Let's ferociously go over here, and maybe we can actually regain control. Let's see if that is a thing that Dee is able to do. We did take an ability point in hunting and an ability point in maybe being able to get ourselves back together. I don't know, Dee. Let's see how this is. Let's try to regain control. Let's see if the night elves have taught you how to be at peace with the worgen within just yet. Also, you're getting filthy, and that is not going to help your fury one little bit. He's like, first I gotta dig. Dig. Ah, we found some minerals. Let's see. Can you do it? Oh, well, Deedric is now a prime werewolf. But it doesn't look like he got under control at all. He's a carnivore, though. He's always had an appreciation for food. Unfortunately, this has a different meaning for worgen. This sim must adhere to a very strict diet of fresh meat. Very fresh meat. Alright, well, it looks like Dee is going to be a prime hunter from now on. We also got another ability point. Let's see what we could get here. It looks like we could get the Lunar Blessing. This would... learning speed and quality of sleep. Lunar gifts affect Deedric all day long. He could get night vision. He could get natural healing, which is a very worgen skill. A pack howl to fulfill his social needs. Or he could transform others. Or we could go down and still get the interesting things like, you know what? Because I talked about this with the person who made Deedric, I think we're going to get territory marking. It will help with our bladder needs, and that's kind of hilarious. You know? Can we do any of that now? Let's just mark our territory, let everybody know whose place this is, and then I'm just going to have him run around for a couple more hours. Deedric also has an atrocious reputation now, which is a little bit sad. A reputation like Deedric's can elicit strong reactions. Other sims that he encounters may display strongly negative reactions to his mere presence. With such a terrible reputation, it can be difficult building bridges with other sims. Bribery is the answer. Bribe other sims for their friendship. Bribe your bosses for a boost in job performance. Money solves everything. Finally, Dee might as well lean into the reputation he's established. He can now throw his very own lampoon party. Just try to make the guests of honor laugh themselves to death, okay? Okay, Dee. Well, this Let's Play is taking a turn I did not expect. We are back to almost normal. Oh, he's like, oh my gosh, what happened? Dee, we all know what happened. Why don't you take a brisk shower really quick and then go out and grab yourself something to eat, quite literally. And after that, we are going to get back on that winemaking train. Oh no. Deedric is having an early midlife crisis. Life seems to be passing Dee by these days. It's the same thing day in and day out with nothing to show for it. It might be time for a change. That is never a good thing to see. We're going to stock the table. We're going to start another yard sale. I would like to get up to 7,000 to 8,000 simoleons. That would be really nice because we could actually get a few things built before this day ends. So that's our goal for today. Alright, well, people don't really like Deedric, but he does seem to be a fairly good salesman. We are almost up to 4,000 simoleons. There we go, we are over 4,000 simoleons, which I think is pretty dang awesome. Let's make sure that that table stays nice and stocked. And just keep on going. Alright, well that's fine. Alright, Umber Grove, we are giving you a sales pitch, sir. I love how it says that it's run out of space, but it really hasn't. It seems like everything is still... Actually, can we maybe put that on there? Alright, well, we're just going to keep on selling until this is all gone. And there is Elphaba. Let's give her a sales pitch as well. I think things are going pretty good. We are 4,200 simoleons. Alright, almost done. That was another 500 simoleons. Oh, you are a big spender. Alright, let's try one more sales pitch. We might have enough time before these people are all done. I love how everybody is showing up at the end of the sale. Alright, anybody else? Buy my frogs? Nope, doesn't look like it. Let's clear that table. Oh, and it's our friend My Prescott. You know, we should probably stay friends with her. So let's go. We're not kissing her hands. That would just be weird. Let's just be friendly. Let's find out about her interests a little bit. Maybe share some outdoorsy life tips. All these people can just go ahead and go home. Maybe we can figure out how to maybe get a little bit of money out of her. That would be nice. Ask to leave, maybe small talk. Ask about a loan? Yeah, let's go ask for a small loan from Mai. Not that we'll ever actually pay her back. Be like, hey, Mai, I just was wondering if you wanted to invest in my business. Yes, she did. 500 simoleons. Not bad. Oh, dear. Deedric has hit the breaking point. He's feeling the absence of connecting with others, either romantically, socially, or domestically. On the plus side, Deedric will gain a bonus for all positive social interactions during this period. For social interaction, well, I guess Dee can just, maybe call Beryl every now and then. That seems like a really good thing for him to do, because I'm afraid if we invite her over, things might just go extremely south. So we're gonna try this for a couple more days, just this whole phone connection thing, and see how it goes. Alright, well, another day at work done. I think we're going to chat with Beryl again. This actually seems to be working. She's down to not actively hating us. She only dislikes us a little bit. So we're gonna have a nice little happy chat. You know, Dee's still feeling a little bit tense. He's got that insecure, looming midlife crisis thing going on, but as long as he can keep chatting with Beryl periodically, I think that seems to be the way to do it. I think we're going to make some more nectar. I think that is exactly what we are going to do now, because I am thinking on our next day off, which is in 2 days, so on Friday, or if we get this nectar rack completely full, we're gonna have a big old wine sale on our crafting table, or not crafting table, our sales table here, and see if we can't get enough money to maybe get at least the skeleton of a house. Right now we have a workroom with a bathroom, and that's all well and good, but I would like to see if we can't sell enough stuff to get the basics going. Crossing my fingers, if we can do it, I will be very, very pleased. I'm not gonna lie, this prairie grass nectar sounds really kind of disgusting, but you know what? If it works, it works. How many more bottles do we need? We can make 2 more bottles of nectar. Alright, we're gonna make another one of these before we pass out. He's feeling a little bit tired, but you know, sometimes you just gotta do what you gotta do. Then we'll go maybe sleep under the moon a little bit. He's like, I really need to get some sleep. I would like to skill up a little bit. And I want to stay outside for 8 hours, which will work out perfectly with this whole sleeping under the moon thing. So we're going to craft that nectar. We're also going to make sure to take a shower, because that is yet another thing that is a good idea. Also, Dee's feeling a little bit sad. He contemplated his life and he's just not feeling it. May, I like you, but you know what? Actually, we're going to complain about our problems to you. If you're going to come by, you might as well be useful, and venting seems like a very useful idea. He's like, Alright, so here's what's going on. Everybody hates me. And I think it's only because I'm a werewolf. I'm a worgen. That's just not even fair. Oh, May is gloomy. This does not actually surprise me. Deedric seems to attract the gloomy sorts. Alright, after a nice little wolf nap and crafting a whole lot of nectar, which let's open this up and see what we've got here. We've got some lightly aged apple nectar, some energy nectar he found in the grass, some lightly aged strawberry nectar, and 9 bottles of lightly aged prairie grass nectar. That is looking pretty good. Dee is actually doing fairly well. He's got work in 7 hours, which will give us enough time to maybe find another bottle of nectar out there in the grass. Head to work, and then we are having a wine sale. Alright, so on a very good note, after 3 video calls with Beryl, she actually likes him a little bit again. And I think that is worth celebrating. And by celebrating, I mean maybe next week we can actually start trying to work on their romantic relationship a little bit. Deedric has work in an hour. We are just going to ship him off to work and hopefully have a very successful yard sale when that time comes. Let's see how that worked. Yeah, Beryl actually likes us a little bit. Do we have enough friendship with her to maybe add her to Social Bunny? Let's see. Beryl? Ah, yes. All right. So this is the easiest way I have ever seen to actually get friendship up with somebody. So we're going to tag her in a friendly message, and we're just going to keep bothering her with friendly messages for a little while, because the fact that they can't really seem to get along. There we go. That is looking much better. All right, we're going to do that one more time, Beryl, with a nice friendly message. And then just for giggles, we are also going to send her a really quick flirty message. You know, it's in the game, so it's not cheating. At least that's the way I look at it. So now that Beryl and Dee are feeling a little bit better, I think it is time to send him off to work and hopefully have a fantastic yard sale when we get home. Alright, I'm very embarrassed. I've been talking to nothing for the last probably 20 minutes while I built Dee's basics of his house. Thankfully, I haven't done too much yet, I don't think, but I feel really dumb now. But I will take you on a really quick tour. This is the bare bones of Dee's house after selling all of his wine. We have a upstairs, which right now doesn't have too much. It's got a fireplace and what will be a little, kind of just a little box window here. Like, this is more a decorative window area, but it is there mostly for the looks. We're gonna end up putting Dee's bedroom and probably his little office area upstairs. Downstairs we have a small bathroom, a sunken seating area, and what will be Deedric's kind of kitchen catch-all area. We've got the little basic door, and then we have a nice little walkout basement that for right now is going to be the beginnings of his winemaking business. I'm glad I looked over at my recording software and realized I wasn't recording, because boy, oh boy, do I feel dumb. Alright, we're going to make this place look Gilnean now. So over here, I am so glad that Get Together was a thing in The Sims, because it made what I like to do here so much better. And I think we're going with kind of a black and white theme, at least for Dee's outside. I know that his color is purple, and trust me, we're going to bring a lot of purple in. but the purple is coming a little bit more on the later side. I think we're actually not going to go with a clean black and white though. I am definitely thinking, all right, let's go there. Let's go up here. Let's do that. Let's do that. Yeah, that looks a lot more Gilnean. I'm going to have to fix the fireplace, but that's okay. I can do that. Alright, there we go. Now, let's fix our fireplace because I don't want to have the upstairs fireplace not look right. Alright, there we go. That is looking really good. We're gonna get our thin boundaries again. That is not the right color. Alright, there we go. We're gonna put all of that on our roof pieces just so that they match. There we go. Beautiful. I actually really like that. And that gives the Gilnean feel for me. It might not be perfect, but it's giving the right vibes, and I am totally willing to go for it. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and do that. Alright, there we go. Now we need a few windows in this place. The one thing I've noticed every time I've gone in Gilneas is there aren't tons of windows. There are windows, but not a whole lot of them. So we're going to look at windows, and we are going to filter the windows by kind of vintage, which is as close as we can get to Gothic. And what I'm honestly feeling here is probably the Castle Estate windows. And we're going to go... Yeah, these definitely have that Gilnean feel for me. So we're going to go ahead and put one there. We're going to make a very nice window right there. And one in the back. We're not going to go totally crazy with windows. Because like I said, I've noticed that the houses in Gilneas don't really have a ton of windows. So I think we're going to go ahead and just get... Is that the color that I got? No. I got that one. Alright, let's go down a level and just kind of do a little window here. Nice little window there. And possibly one window in the back. I love windows, but I feel like to keep with the Gilnean theme, we don't want too many of them. So we're going to put that window in right there. And I think that is going to be it for windows. And we still have 10,000 simoleons. I cannot believe how incredibly good the nectar making skill is when you let the stuff age a little bit. That is beautiful. Alright, so let's center this window a little bit better there. And that one is looking good. We're going to put Dee's kind of bedroom up in the front area here. So, Dee, even though you don't do a lot of sleeping inside, at least for show, we do need a very nice bed. And oh my gosh, the bed I really want is going to take so much money. But it's so worth it. And it is in his color of purple. Wow, that is... You know what? Worth it. Absolutely worth it. King of the castle. I think I just spent half of our budget just on that. But again, worth it. Alright, let's get maybe a little bit of kitchen items. I'm thinking, what can we get in the way of... Maybe a refrigerator would be nice. Maybe some counters. What do we have in our inventory? Not a whole heck of a lot. Wait, let's take the vintage off. Alright. We still have our sales table. We do need that. And we have our bathroom items. For right now, we're just going to go with that. Alright, let's get a door into the bathroom. We're just going to keep sticking with the same theme here. I feel like Dee is like, I have a theme and I'm sticking with it. And let's go ahead and look in here. Now, I do want to get rid of you and you because they do have a much nicer toilet and sink that I would like to go with. And maybe I can even fit the toilet, sink, and shower all together and actually have them work. That's going to be a good question. You know what? Actually, let's move that for a second. Let's make the bathroom a little bit bigger so we can actually fit everything that we need into it. There we go. That is better. And then we can put that... That does not actually fit. You know what? That's fine. You can step up into the bathroom. I think that's a doable thing because you do have the nice sunken room there, but I think they can handle one step. Or wait, let's go back and just maybe get a nice basic door here. That fits a little bit better. Alright, now we can go ahead and pop our shower right there. And I was thinking, at least for the bathroom, that we're gonna go and look in the vampires pack because they do have some very nice vintage style sinks. I wish that they had a purple, but again, we're just gonna do the purple with what we can get. So we're gonna put a sink right there. Actually, no, we're gonna put the sink right there. That way you don't look directly at the toilet when you walk in. And we're gonna go ahead and put that shower, tub, bathroom. Let's see about a mirror maybe. This one's not bad. That'll work. Alright. Not bad. And we still have 4,000 simoleons. We might be able to get a very basic kitchen going. I think we really did spend everything on the bed, but worth it. 100% worth it. Ooh, these are really expensive counters. Let's take the vintage tag off because I really think these don't look not vintage either, and they are much cheaper. Do you have purple? Let's see if we can find tagged purple. I don't know that it's gonna actually be a thing. Ooh, those are so ugly. Yeah, we're taking the purple off. That is just no. Not even good. Alright. I feel like Dee is just... I feel like he would probably splurge. These are really expensive, but probably worth it. Alright, let's get a corner piece here. And then just a one tile there. And a right end piece. He doesn't need much. After all, most of his food is acquired by hunting. Actually, I think we're gonna get rid of that one. We're gonna get a left end piece and put a little refrigerator here. You know, maybe just a small refrigerator. Yeah, we'll just put a little refrigerator here. I think that will still count for everything that he needs, and it kind of blends in a little bit better. He tends to eat raw meat anyway, so this will give him some place to store his meat. That sounded really bad, but it is what it is. Alright, now let's slap some paint on these walls, and I think we're going to call this a very good, basic, but still very good build. Actually, let's see what we can find in the living room. No, actually, let's get him a desk and a very basic computer if we can. So let's see what we've got in the desk department. I mean, I'd love to get a really nice desk, but we blew all of our money on a really nice, really nice bed. You know what? This one's not bad. $750. Ooh, this one is also kind of nice. And I think this comes in, I don't know if that's blue or if it's purple. Let's see if we have anything in the purple department. We actually do. Well, this isn't bad, and it's $385. All right, we're gonna go with this for a desk. We're gonna get him a purple desk chair. I like that the chair was almost as much as everything else. You know, we're just gonna get a cheap desk chair for now. And see what we can get for a computer. Let's take the purple tag off and just a nice basic computer. I mean, it's not that much more expensive, and it fits the aesthetic a little bit better. So we're gonna go ahead and get that. Now, can we actually paint the walls? That's the next question. At least the walls of the fireplace. There we go. Let's go upstairs and put a little bit in here. I would like at least a basic wall covering on everything, but we shall see. All right, let's go back and get that definitely more World of Warcraft looking. We're gonna hope that we can actually paint all of the walls. I am not displeased with this week. Last week I was a little bit in despair. And granted, not everybody likes Dee, but we at least have become friends with Beryl again, which I think counts for ever so much. Not too worried about our Tiny Town friends for now. And I'm not really sure that Dee would really care that much if they are his friends ever. As long as Beryl and him are together, I think life is good. And next week, maybe we can push that a little bit further and see about getting their romance up a little bit more. Ah, lighting. Do we have enough money for lights? Totally forgot about lighting. All right, let's see what we can find in lighting really quick that kind of fits the whole vintage vibe here. Alright, we're gonna go over here and vintage, gothic, whatever you want to call it. Alright. You know, I like the idea of a lantern. It's off the grid, but that's not really the only thing that we're going for. Let's go for ceiling lamps here. This isn't bad. This also isn't bad. This kind of fits with Greymane Manor. I think it is also off the grid, but that's, you know, that's fine. Alright, we're gonna put a light there, and definitely a light kind of in the middle of the upstairs area. Almost out of money. We do need a light in the basement, though. Ooh, and now we are broke. So, I am actually very pleased, though. Oh, before I forget and end this, let's get a foundation since they're free. Alright, we're gonna go nice and dark. Oh, I love it. Make sure that that goes all the way around. You know what? I'm not going to complain. We're going to work on landscaping, and since I accidentally deleted all of the plants that we had, we're going to have to start over with that. But I am not displeased. I am not displeased at all. There we go. That now matches there. We don't have flooring yet, but overall, I'm actually pretty happy. We're gonna get, don't worry, an actual chimney stack that will emit smoke probably next week. But until next week, I am honestly quite happy with this. Let's put our selling table back out. Oh, wait. Let's sell that. We might be able to get a chimney for that. Let's go ahead and sell that. Let's put our trash can right out here. And you know what? Let's sell that too. Alright. Do we have enough money to get our chimney? That is maybe not the only thing we need, but darn it, it will make my heart happy if I can get a chimney in here. Oh, I think we can. Can we make you bigger? And actually kind of make it fit. That does not really fit. Let's get the light the right color. There we go. I don't like that color on that. No, I don't like this one. Hang on. What about you? I need something that's darker. Actually, do I like that? No, I want that platform up just a little bit and see if we can't find something that matches. I need a dark brick. Why is nothing dark brick? That one might work. Ooh, that's way too big. Alright, that's okay. That's okay. We're gonna put that right there. And now we're pretty much broke again, but shh, don't tell anybody. Do we have enough for like 3 stone floor tiles? Of course we do. There we go. Now we have a chimney that should be functional. Oh, that looks good. You know, I am actually quite pleased. I like it. I could see it in Gilneas, and we'll continue improving upon it. But until then, next week we are going to be taking Beryl and Dee out on a love day. Love is in the air will be next week. We have gotten them up to being friends again, and we have the basics of our house. So, let's go back into live mode and see what Dee thinks of this wonderful house before we head out of here. You know what, Dee? I would like you to maybe sleep in your bed. I mean, come on. Let's go make sure that that works. It's not quite a wild sleep, but I think it'll be a good sleep nonetheless. He's like, not bad. I like this house. It's looking pretty good. He's also really close to being furious, but that is a problem for next week. So, as Dee heads to bed, thank you for watching. Let me know what you think of the house. And leave me a thumbs up if you don't mind. And I will see you next week.